Good morning, sunshines, or good morning, Vietnam, or good hello, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, whatever they said in that weird Jim Carrey movie that was funny but not funny at the same time. It's really weird. Um, welcome to Perfectly Misfit. I am your host, Renee Encarnacion. Oh my god, my fucking shit still says Devin on it.
I'm your co-host, Dan Webb. As you can see, I went through the Biggest Loser program, and I am now bulimic.
Yeah, this is Perfectly Misfit, and with me, as almost always, smoking on a cartridge that he didn't get from me.
Actually, it's dabs. It's not a cartridge.
Is my buddy Joey Irish O'Neill from the Shit Talking Cunts.
What it
From
is.
too much content. From the person who sticks his penis inside Ani Moosh. You might have seen him in such
Allegedly.
films.
Allegedly.
You might have seen him in such films as Ani Goes West. Anyway, we are short one co-host today because I really don't like this. He is at a 5-finger death punch show.
Oh, that's disgusting. I wish I now I see why you waited to tell me.
It's like I needed your natural reaction to. I don't have a co-host to a fucking 5-finger dick lick
dude,
show.
That's okay. I'm gonna make a confession to you. I don't think that I have ever listened to one of their songs all the way through. I couldn't name one of their songs. I couldn't like hum you a thing. So like a lot of my shitting on them is really like probably ignorant. However, it's one of those bands where it's like they've got like the name is both sick and it's shitty at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 5-finger death punch. You're like, oh, that's not like off the rip. You're like, okay, that's a sick band name. But then you're like, just the more it marinates, it just ugh. That's what you fucking thought. And I mean, you know, I've played in plenty of bands with shitty names, so I'm not like necessarily one to cast stones at glass houses. But I mean, 5-finger, dude. I'm gonna do 3-finger death punch. Fucking, maybe I was the fucking band the band's name was playing with some firecrackers and shit one time. It's just you know it's corny fucking like breakdown shitty music or what. It's like that. Like I could never understand why people are so into fucking Avenged Sevenfold.
Joey, I've been to a 5-finger death punch concert and couldn't tell you a single song. Yeah, we know he was proud. That's like one of his favorite bands in the whole world.
Dan's a big 5-finger stan, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's he really loves that band. It's kind of it tickles me pink.
I mean, it's just like there's so much better music. I mean, I maybe I'm off. Dan's into like what, like quote unquote hardcore like metal kind of vibes. I take it for like music. That's his like aesthetic.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, like, I mean, like we need to upgrade his ass to like some Gojira and shit. Like at least like it's fucking bananas to me.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think it was called something else. I don't think it was called the 5-finger death punch. It was like the 5. Yeah, I know it was like the 5 pressure touch or the 5-point touch or some shit like that.
Yeah, you're right, Stephanie, because that's like the secret move she uses at the very fucking end to hit Bill with, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just also don't like the fact
5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Yeah, I know it's the 5-point something or 5 pressure something. They very much like they pander towards like military and like that kind of and those kind of like,
it's like that band fucking
it's like real patriotic shit like
dirt.
America.
It's like dirt. Die motherfucker, die.
Yeah, it's very much like
it's like
music that you can put to compilations of combat footage from Iraq. You know what I mean?
It's military recruiter music.
Dude, literally, I
do you want to fucking crush pussy and shoot fucking towel heads?
Yeah,
America.
Dude, they especially lost me when like they were selling jackets at the show for like $150, $200, and like their emblem was basically the military logo, but with just their band name and their names inside the ring and shit. And I was like, all right, it's kind of cool, I guess.
Is a portion of that going to like a veteran thing or something?
That's what I was saying. I was going to say,
like, okay, $150 for that faggoty jacket. Okay.
if some proceeds are going to military, or even if they just offered a military discount, you know what I mean?
Fun,
like,
it's funny how that is almost kind of like the get out of jail free card is just like, you're like, you can do something like, we're burning homeless kittens that nobody wants, and everyone's like, what the fuck? But all the proceeds were donating to military veterans, and everyone's like,
like,
okay, you know, fucking.
You know,
some
kittens had to burn. It's okay, Stephanie. We don't expect you to know everything.
Yeah, honestly, it's fucking. I'm so shocked that Google was able to render that from the dog shit I just spoken about. I was like, Kill Bill ending move.
Kill Bill,
and it was like, oh, 5-point palm exploding heart technique, obviously.
Yeah, you idiot. Like, I'm so polite to my Siri. Like, I wish, like, sometimes you would be like, yeah, why didn't you know that, stupid?
Speaking of obnoxiously long move, like names for a combat move and stuff, bro, I have re-hit my I don't know. I was gonna say second wind. I know there's a better way to describe this, but I've slammed hard into anime, my guy.
You've what?
I'm back into fucking anime. You know, growing up, I watched a lot of fucking like Dragon Ball Z and all the stuff that they'd play on like Toonami and shit that was dope. Roni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, all that stuff. Which I honestly, for the longest time, like didn't realize that was anime. I just because I grew up seeing that on Cartoon Network, I was just like, oh, Dragon Ball Z, and all that's just cartoons and shit. So it's like for a long time, I actually didn't even associate myself as an anime person. But
I really only like the older shit. I don't like Inuyasha.
OG shit. Oh,
I don't like Dragon Ball. I don't like Dragon Ball.
Wait, like you're saying like original like Kid Goku Dragon Ball? I hate that shit too.
None of the Dragon Ball. None of it.
Bro, you're bugging. Dragon Ball Z's fire.
But my shit like
Dragon Ball Super is incredible. I really like that shit.
Samurai Champloo, Full Metal Alchemist, Trigun. You know what I mean?
Trigun's one I've never watched, but I every time I see the graphic for it, I'm like, it's on the list. Like I have it on my Funimation list.
Cowboy Bebop. That's
Cowboy Bebop. Did you watch the live action? I heard it was dog shit.
I got about 4 minutes in.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Did like what was it? Just the
You fell back in love, or I was gonna say you
I was overthinking it.
I was gonna say your love was rekindled. I forgot to say.
Like, bro, I'm like into the originals because like you know, Dragon Ball Z was like one of the OG ones, and then like from that spurred, it was like I always forget the third, but like Naruto, which I never watched. I think at some point I'll check that out. But One Piece, I got hard, and I'm like episode 500 into One Piece, and I started like 3 months ago.
I think when I said Inuyasha, I think I meant to say Naruto. Actually, I like Inuyasha.
It's you know what it is. It's like the fucking it was just like the least appealing to me with all like the jutsu fucking all that. Like it's not like I'm sure it's good, but it's just
shit. You also just reminded me there was also a Full Metal Alchemist live action.
There was, yeah. I think they made a second one. It
wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst.
I started watching and I actually wanted to finish it, but they made a live action Rurouni Kenshin it looked pretty sick from like the first 10 minutes that I had watched. I heard the Death Note was shitty, the live action. I didn't watch that, but Death Note.
Yeah, I never got into the anime, so yeah, I didn't watch the live action. I gotta say, I actually kind of liked the live action Aeon Flux.
I never saw that.
That was with what's her fucking face?
Not Kate Blanchett.
No. She was the female in the movie Hancock with Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna remember it.
Hancock. That's a fucking goofy ass movie.
Which I also kind of liked.
I didn't think it was a bad movie. Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. There we go.
Speaking of, wait, am I fucking up? Is that Kill Bill? That's Kill Bill, right?
No, that's Uma Thurman.
That's Uma Thurman. That's right. Yeah. Charlize Theron was Mad Max, and
yeah.
She was Furiosa or whatever.
Charlize Theron. She could get it.
She could get it.
I remember. Oh God, I'm so old. I'm remembering her doing a stupid little video on the old website Funny or Die, which used to be owned by Will Smith or Will Ferrell.
Oh, I was about to wait. Oh, really? He used to own that?
Yeah, yeah.
What did he like? Just sell, or
I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck happened to that shit. It might even still be going, but I know for a fact he was like one of the owners. But anyway, she did a great video where she just like was on a toilet and she just had like doing a selfie video. She's like sitting on a toilet, sitting on a toilet,
yeah.
sitting on a toilet, and flush. I'm a very simple person. I have very simple pleasures in life. For instance, this new sticker I just got, it was to commemorate the show that I went.
Anniversary Primus South
Yeah,
Park.
Primus, and it's got the Ween logo on there. That's like
Nice.
the person who made the sticker. They actually grew the weed in the weed jar.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what's been crack-a-lacking? Or you want to talk about the elections? I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I didn't vote. What do I look like? A guy who gives a shit?
The only things that happened yesterday that affect me are some legalization issues with mushrooms, and I don't know exactly what. I should probably do some research, but
it's not election stuff. But I was telling you that my buddy and I have been following this story closely. It's so crazy. The Bruins they hired this fucking player. He's like 20 years old. I think his name's like Mitchell Miller or something.
I think I didn't look at that thing you sent me, by the way. So.
Really? So
break it down for us. What's going on?
It's like this, right? So it's a weird blow to free speech because like on the surface level, it doesn't sound that bad. The kid was kind of an asshole, but it's like one of those deals where like okay, what's your opinion on this, right? Like let's say with someone who was a felon, right? Like I'm like of the opinion of I think Joey Diaz described it beautifully, where it's just like if you're a felon, you went and did your time and you come out, like I wouldn't still refer to you as a felon. Like you're just normal person again. Like you did your time. You're not an ex-felon. It's blah blah blah. But there's like this it's like a stigma that like where it's like, it's like, well, why do you think it's so hard for felons to reintegrate into society and shit like that if we're gonna treat them like like you got to kind of like forget that shit if they went and did their time. So this kid, he got signed to the Bruins. He's like 20 years old. He was like a first round draft pick or something, and then within a day they immediately released him because I guess back in middle school he and this other kid were bullying a retarded black kid. Now, that's what I had mainly read. And the thing is it's like they went to, juvenile court. Like they had to do like, I want to think it was like 25 hours community service. They had to like write a letter to like the family and the kid, like, the whole 9 yards they'd make you do at a fucking middle school age and shit. Did all that stuff, and I guess just because he did that in middle school, that's enough to get you still fucked as an adult in the NHL. So like basically it's like we're going back to middle school time to judge someone and get them fired. Now I read a little bit more and it's like, wow, it's a little more than just bullied. Like I mean they like beat him up one time, I think pretty good, and then I mean, I feel bad laughing at this, but me and my friends would totally do what they did shit like they took like a hard candy and like put it in the urinal and pissed on it and then offered it to him. And fucking terrible, but I was like, that sounds like some shit me and my friends would do to each other. I'd be like, hey, Dirty Mike, you want a piece of candy? And fucking had it up my asshole or some shit. So, awful shit, sure. But my man served his time. So like I don't get what. So now like they're like we hope he continues to like educate himself and improve and blah blah blah. But like the commissioner is like, there's no place for him in the NHL, like ever. And it's like, bro, it's middle school, dog. Like the fuck. We're gonna start judging. We're like, because if we're gonna go back to everyone doing stuff in middle school, it's like, dude, everyone's cancelable.
I don't. I don't. I'm especially flabbergasted over the fact that it's NHL because it's like our one last sport where we let motherfuckers throw down. Like we let our hockey players fist fight like regulated or
And
whatever.
you know what it was that really pissed me off too is it's like it happened because like the mother of the bullied kid was like really lobbying hard and like at the commissioner and stuff like that, and it's like, but in the same breath was like, we just want him to like, grow and learn from this and blah blah blah, and it's like, but you don't though if you're still harping on it and following him around. It's like
That's
you,
fucking. That's almost like a new form of bullying, where it's like this happened over 10 years ago. You said he was like in elementary school, so and he's 20.
and I mean,
Figure,
like we're gonna ruin a guy that could play in the NHL's life and career for what? Someone who probably bags groceries and shit. Like, I don't want to sound heartless, but like, honestly, suck my dick,
I mean,
suck my whole dick. Like really, it's just like the idea that we're going back that far is
so
like,
okay, hold on. So all right, I like thinking of the other version of this. Bobby Lee has openly admitted that when he was younger,
yeah,
a person with Down syndrome would basically force him to fucking suck his dick.
yeah.
So are we gonna go cancel that Down syndrome dude now? Like we gotta
That
go
that
find
that
that guy.
that rapist retard.
Yeah, we gotta go find
There's a
fucking
retarded rapist on the loose.
double R, fucking hard double R's.
It's just like my thing is like if you're still punishing him now, then it's like, why did you punish him in middle school? Like, if anything, he should be, we should pay him back those 25 hours of community service that he did, like monetarily, because it's like, if the whole point of doing a sentence is you created a problem, do this to solve it, we're back at neutrality.
I
Okay,
wonder what he
he
actually
was an
got.
asshole.
I wonder what
The
he actually
court,
got charged with. You know?
I mean, we can look that shit up, but
Yeah.
it was like I know he got like 25 hours community service and he had to write like a fucking letter and all this bullshit. Mitchell Miller. Yeah, it comes
That
right
is
fucking up.
insane. That is fucking insane. It isn't. It's just.
Victim speaks after Bruins botch signing of his high school bully. I can't take more. Shut up. You can't even.
What the fuck?
Oh, this dude's too much.
Ugh,
Let's see.
that is bananas and pajamas, dude.
It's yeah. I don't. There's no logic behind it. It's just catering to fucking dumb bullshit. Like, what again? It's like the whole like it really like relegates our whole justice system like fucking useless and a joke if we're going to administer a punishment and then still hold shit over people's head.
Yeah, I.
It's like if you cheat on a bitch, right, and then you reconcile, they like forgive you for it, but then they like keep holding that over your
Yeah,
head.
they'll.
It's like, you didn't really forgive me for it then if you
Yeah.
keep bringing it up, bitch.
No, they forgive, but they don't forget these
Yeah.
bitches. Hey, Lobo. What's up, buddy? Okay. Can you lie down, please?
Trying to
Thank
find
you.
the actual charges.
Yeah, I'm just like, and then it's also just, what more do you want? You're like, this guy just has to live a miserable life because he made a bad decision one year. Like, it was multiple actions, but
They were charged with assault and violating the Ohio Safe Schools Act and were ordered to do 25 hours of community service, write letters of apology, pay court costs, and undergo counseling. I mean, it's like the goddamn Kyrie Irving sentence. It's like you give a motherfucker a list 6 items long of go do all this shit, and it's like, bro, like, not for nothing, if I had to go through and do all of that shit they're making Kyrie Irving do you think that's going to make me more sensitive to the people that he's talking about or less sensitive to the people he's talking about?
Yeah, I really don't like it's
like
making my head hurt.
It's
I'm getting
like the Kanye West shit where it's like, I don't necessarily agree with what Kanye West says, but it is like anecdotally funny to have a guy who calls himself Jesus similar to Jesus. And then he was like, who was killed by the Jews, and they
Yeah.
basically Hollywood career got like, you know what I mean? It's like for Kanye to go, the Jews run the banks and they run Hollywood and they run social media, and then immediately he gets canceled from banks, Hollywood, social media. I'm just saying, if the Jews do control all that, wasn't a very like slick
Just
move. I would
saying.
have just ignored him and just made him like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? You almost like legitimize Kanye's craziness and like make it seem like the Jews run and own all that shit by immediately like, fuck no. And then I had this fucking I had this real stoner thought where I was thinking of, and I was like, you know, if you think about it, a lot of the major villains in Hollywood movies are noseless. Think about it. Ultron, fucking
Voldemort.
Voldemort. Fuck, there's another one.
You're the one who fucking brought this up. That's I can't like
J-
I'm waiting to see where you go with this.
fuck, I had like a whole list the other day on somewhere I wrote it where I was like, I had like 3 or 4 major ones. Like Voldemort was one of them. But then you're like, wait, so like if the Jews did control Hollywood and their stereotypical like thing is having big noses, then you would want to make evil be the opposite of you if you're perceived as evil. So you would make villains have no noses. And then I was like, God damn, there's some good weed I'm smoking.
God damn, Joey. It was a walk and a half we just went on. Christ. Oh shit, man. What podcasts have you been listening to lately? I don't know if you heard the Two Bears One Cave this week.
I was just listening to that before we got on. I only got about
That was literally the
halfway through.
craziest episode of a podcast I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, fucking. So for those who don't know, don't watch Two Bears One Cave. Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer have an ongoing battle to buy each other and outspend each other on birthday presents every year. I think it started with Bert buying Tom a jet ski, and then Tom bought him something else, something really expensive. And then
race car or some shit, right?
No, Bert bought Tom the race car. Yeah, yeah. Because Tom is the car. He's the car guy. And so Bert's birthday was, I think, yesterday. And Tom outdid himself this year by purchasing Bert Kreischer a teacup that was owned by Adolf Hitler. I've heard the Bert laugh. I have like hundreds of hours of Bert laugh under my belt, but that Bert laugh from him realizing what he was holding, he thought he was holding it like all proud, thinking it was like belonged to Winston Churchill or something. And he finds out it belonged to Zephyr.
Oh my god, dude, that is awesome.
Fucking Tom slipped out a number and said, and that thing cost $22,000 for a teacup.
You know the guy that's profiting off Hitler's teacups. You know what? He's got to be on a list.
That's kind of, they actually made that joke on the episode. Like, we're totally funding white nationalism. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know how many shotguns you could buy with $22,000? That's my best Bert impression. Bert impression. I hadn't smiled because I listen to a lot of my shit while I'm driving around.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't smiled and giggled so hard. And it's like that one of those moments where like no one is around to appreciate this. I'm just me in my car driving. And I'm like, anybody else hear this shit?
Too good.
It's fucking bananas. Oh man. Yeah, that was fucking great, dude. Joey, you're lucky if I'll send you a cartridge for your birthday, let alone a $22,000 Hitler
Yeah,
mug.
that's fucking nuts, bro. That's so extra. That's
What's even
so funny.
shittier is like he like they usually get each other nice gifts. Like what you got your
What's wrong with that gift?
you got a race car last year, so in this year you get him Hitler's teacup.
That's so fucking funny though.
Oh shit. And then he also got him.
But how do they know that it's Hitler's?
Oh, don't worry. You think Tom's fucking stupid enough to waste 20 grand? It was the story he actually told all the three descendants of who it was, like who owned it, the prior three owners. I uh, I laughed. I laughed quite wholeheartedly. have you um have you gotten into Dootsy yet?
Dude, see, what's that?
That's Will Sasso's new podcast. They're on like 20, 30 episodes now already.
No, I mean, I'm mostly listening to. Most of the stuff I listen to is out of like the Your Mom's House demographic.
Are
Like,
you a Josh Potter fan?
um, I don't really listen actively.
Ooh,
Not that I'm not a fan. I just
since I got you here, do you like the Danny Brown show?
it's hit or miss for me.
Okay, me too. I don't watch
I
all of
don't,
them.
yeah, I don't watch like every episode. Like sometimes, if there's not, honestly, like if there's no podcast on, and I'm like, I just want to have a pod on, like I'll throw Danny on if I haven't listened to, but it's mostly the YMH and Dr. Drew and Two Bears One Cave. Ani listens to Where My Mom's At. I don't really listen that much.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that. I think. Oh no, I'll tune in every now and then
A Good Guest or
when
some
it's
shit.
no just for Leanne.
Mm,
Like when it's Bert
yeah,
Kreischer's wife. Like I love hearing the inside shit about how much of a fucking piece of shit Bert is at home.
oh,
Like
for
he's a
sure.
great dad, I hear, but like like he just like he's gross and shit. um, what about Oh well, I guess if we're gonna talk about podcasts, go check out How Are You Now? We did a live table read this week of the episode called Relationships. We do these live table reads where they get a bunch of us randoms to pretend we're actors and do the lines from episodes, just word for word. And they're a good time, and I usually try and distract everybody as much as humanly possible, especially when I have like no lines. So it's a good
Nice.
fucking episode. What we were just talking about this before that we started. Joey is no longer an angry cunt, so he hasn't been doing the STC show, which
I mean,
makes me.
I still have a lot of anger. It's just like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I do so much fucking podcasting, like listen to so much podcasts. It was like every week I'd get to like my podcast and I'm like, the last thing I want to fucking do is a podcast. And then it's like, everyone's doing a fucking podcast now. And it's just like, I just don't fucking care. I don't care about it. And if anything, I'm like more of an asshole now because I've reached such a heightened level of like, I don't give a fuck. But I don't know. I haven't felt the urge or motivation to like do a pod. Honestly, like when you asked me, I was like, I haven't done one in months. I might as well fucking hop on. But yeah, I don't know, man. I left New York. I was just kind of like, I don't want to say like over it, but I'm just like, people are such fucking douchey cunt faggots there. Like so self-absorbed. They're fucking. There's no loyalty. It's just a bunch of like pussy shit. I'm not about that. And it might not even be a matter of they're doing anything wrong. It might just be like that aspect of the entertainment industry just isn't for me because I just, you know, I just don't do the fake shit. So it's just like, like I don't even like being in the same room with someone that I can't stand. Like I can't even do the fucking like, oh hey yeah, like I just ugh, like I if I don't like you, it's probably like on that level. It's probably on a level like I'm gonna fucking choke you on sight. So I'm just like I don't even want to be in that situation. So like
It's no better here, dude. A
no,
lot of fucking fake people, like, right in your face, fake people, and find out they're talking shit about you behind your back from someone else, a day later. And
I just that's why we're friends because like I just don't play that shit, man. If you got a problem with me, just fucking tell me. If you don't want to interact, just tell. I could give a fuck, but it's like when you do the fake shit, like I'll go fucking crazy, dog. Because it's like,
yeah,
cause I'm like, oh, now you want to play games with me? You want to play? Because I'm like in that sense, I'm a no nonsense motherfucker. Just not.
yeah,
I had this like whole
I
fucking
don't
time.
get it. I
I
don't
just
get that mentality. These people who can just, I don't know.
I went on this whole tirade like about a month or two ago. Or it's like I told like Ani, it's just like I'm at an age and like a level of like what I've done with my career and like this line of work and stuff where I'm like I'm just completely over being disrespected on any level. So it's like someone says something to me that's like cunty or disrespectful. It's like you're either just getting blocked so I don't have to deal with it, or you're getting blocked and then when I see you I'm gonna beat the absolute fuck out of you. Like
Yeah,
I'm not even giving people leniency. I'm not even doing like the cutesy like, back and forth online anymore. I just someone says something to me, I'm like, word. Like a couple weeks ago, dude. Oh my god. What was the fucking post even? Dude, I should try and figure out cuz I don't even post on Facebook that much. It was something really like fucking
yeah.
gross, so tame.
There's a couple people who are at a festival, I'm sure, that happened like last month that had some words to say about me and would spout out the mouth, except more spout out at the fingertips. And I was
Yeah.
like, that moment when I go, hey motherfucker, you do know I might see you at this fucking festival,
You're like,
right?
I'm Puerto Rican and from the Bronx,
And
dog.
like
What do you think this is?
and especially like where they've been holding the festivals, like in places that aren't as soft as fucking New York City, if you get punched in the mouth for talking shit, the cops might even just be like, well, son, probably shouldn't have been talking shit, you know? So, and
Mm-hmm.
especially the people at the festival are definitely not going to talk to you if you call the cops as well, So,
Yeah,
yeah, that would have been very interesting. But then the second I say that, it's like, oh, dude, why you got to be
yeah.
like that?
Oh,
I
well,
don't know.
what's the deal? And
Whoa,
you're
dude, you
like,
got to chill out, bro. Why are you being so
nope. And
aggressive?
it's like, nope, nope. You'll learn not to like. I don't do eye for an eye. I do eye for your arm and leg. I'm on some Satanism shit with that, dog. I will make you understand. Don't
Do you know
fucking fuck
that's
with
like a
me.
Boss Rutan line?
Is it really?
It was in like Grand Theft Auto 4. It was on one
Oh,
of
well,
the
Boss Ritten's quoting the Satanic Bible then, because that's a direct
he
quote from it.
goes, I don't believe in an eye for an eye. I believe in an eye for two eyes. And then a spleen. Maybe you need a new shirt because this one's got entrails all over it. It's like,
Fucking love Boss.
do you remember that? Do you remember that? That in it was like in
One of
the
the radio stations,
it
right?
was no, it was one of the TV channels.
Oh shit.
It was a show called In the Men's Room with Boz and Jeremy. And it was like Jeremy was this little flamboyant gay dude. And they
There's
were
no
like,
gay dude in Boss Rootin'.
yeah, yeah. And he's like, Boz, your energy is just way too extreme. Like
Yeah.
he's, yeah, like literally like if you've ever seen the Boss Rutan self-defense videos where
Yeah.
thank it, like they took some of the clips from that and
That
put it in
rules.
there. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and actually, shit, if I remember correctly, yes, so he says that in the defense video, the Boss Rutan defense videos.
Mm,
Anyway, man, I digress.
talk shit. Get hit.
What you been watching TV wise?
TV wise.
TV or movies?
Well, I just we just watched the entire Men in Black trilogy.
Has
Uh,
she never seen him?
never seen them. Still
Dude,
holds up, bro. They still
fucking
hold up.
the girl I'm seeing, like I'm introducing her.
Bitches don't watch movies.
Dude,
Fucking
or
crazy.
TV, like, dude, but this chick's never seen Reno 911. Weird. Dude, last
I was
week,
showing this bitch Wild Boys last night. She never seen
two
that
weeks
shit.
ago, 2 weeks ago, she saw Grandma's Boy for the first time. I took her to the movies, the Alamo Draft House, to see Shaun of the
that one hurt me. That one hurt
Dude,
me.
I took her to Alamo Draft House week before Halloween to see fucking Shaun of the Dead.
Dude, Grandma's Boy still is one of the
Oh,
funniest. I mean, it has to be top 3 funniest movie of all
the
time.
grandma's fucking talking about how she got antlers because she.
Oh, if I'd known you were coming, I would have trimmed my antlers. I was last night I had a dream. I was a bird soaring, just soaring through the sky. And I dove into the water and I began swimming with the dolphins. And that meant that I was going to underestimate someone close to me. Whoa, where do you get your weed from?
From you, Dante.
From you. Oh, what's up, Mr. Keith? Dude.
Yeah, I looked up in the tree and there he was, the king of the fucking jungle.
Yeah, let's fucking rage. Rage? Yeah, you know, some of the birds and dolphins and shit, Mr.
Oh,
Keith.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on, rage. Rage it up.
Why don't you calm down there, Guy Blow? Shiloh.
You said
Said
it
it
wrong,
wrong.
stupid. Movie's so fucking funny, dude.
We paid extra. Could you put grease and meat inside? Yeah, that's been fun. But I've been getting into the new Game of Thrones thing. Yeah,
I don't think I ever finished the final season of Game of Thrones. I just kind of fucking fell off.
you do not need to see the last
I
episode.
heard it was
I'll tell you
dog
that
shit
much.
anyway. So I was
Hold on a
like,
second. Jesus Christ, hold on. The dog's being too quiet.
dog's coming in, fucking trying to steal my thunder. I'm out here fucking just carrying this goddamn show right now, drinking on a nice Weinstepana classic. Fucking, it might be. Is it the oldest? It's the oldest brewery. Fucking Weinstepana. They don't pay me. Yeah. TV wise, it's mostly been a lot of One Piece. And it fucking kicks ass, bro. The arcs are fucking solid.
Something I've been trying to like get into on stage when I do go to open mics is one of my dog's really weird bad habits, which also like is half part my bad habit as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dude, so I have to sometimes take care of things.
Yeah.
And on occasion, I'll leave a tissue around with about 14 million swimming little children in it. And for some reason, my dog seems to think those are treats.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, so I got a fucking cum-eating dog. What the?
Dude, your dog just likes to fucking party is all, man.
It's like, dude, no kink shaming, but gross. Like,
that's a weird thing. Like my ex's dog used to do that. Like it would go into the trash and get out the fucking like cum tissues and chew on them. I was like, dude, your dog's a fucking nasty piece of shit.
Yeah, that's why I got up. I was like, oh shit, I left the bedroom door open. There might be something on the bed. And I went in there. He immediately ran under the bed and then ran out the door and into his kennel. And I was like,
he knew what was up. He's like, fuck, I've been had.
Busted, dirty little shit. Like, I mean, I've heard this also where like dogs will like chew out like girls' fucking underwear in the crotch area.
Yep.
Yeah. But
my ex's dog did that also.
Fucking nasty.
So stupid. It was also like, hey, don't leave your shit on the floor, bitch.
Yeah, it's whatever. So yeah, you don't need to see the last episode. You probably need, if there's 5 episodes in the last season, you probably need to watch like the 1, 2, and 3 the most.
Well, like up through them killing the fucking Ice King or whatever the fuck, and then it's like you don't need to see.
Whoa! Spoilers! Whoa!
Fucking. I heard basically the big like ruining was like the fucking Daenerys just like turns into a cunt all of a sudden without like really much context. It's just like fuck everything, burn it. Like
yeah. At one point, she becomes quite ruthless.
I like it,
but it's like after like being betrayed and shit a couple times. And
dude, that's just because there's not a man fucking her right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fucking dick that bitch down. She'll fucking get in line.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. Fucking Khaleesi. Hey, Khaleesi, why don't you go get me a fucking ale, whore?
So what's really great is about the new series is like there's a lot of fucking black people.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna be like, there's a lot of incest. I was like, wow, okay.
There's a little bit so far. We've only done like 2 episodes. But which is just like, so like the internet and like on Twitter is all like, oh, so there was a lot of black people in the Seven Kingdoms, and then all of a sudden they all disappeared and went
Yeah, I
somewhere.
mean, they were there like technically in the previous show. They were like, if you count the people from Dorne, like
Yeah, but that was like literally just them and slaves. That's
but
I think that's the comment that the internet's trying to make.
Well, it's also like, hey, assholes, we didn't go over the entirety of the fucking world. It's like it's so obnoxious. It's like with the fucking like Lord of the Rings. It's like, yeah, there were black people in Lord of the Rings. They were in the fucking books and the goddamn original movies that were good. They were the men that came from the fucking was it like west or east or whatever that came to fucking men from the east that came and they fucking were riding the elephants and shit and helping Sauron. Like those were supposed to be like black people, and it's like
Is that
there's
really is that
in
really how you say that word, by the way?
elephants
Yeah.
or oliphants in Lord of the Rings. It is because it's spelled with an O.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
I'm not
Okay.
saying elephant like an asshole.
I was like, what the fuck
Oh,
did
you're
you
just like,
just
oh, you
say?
thought I was like fucking stroking out? No, no,
I
no.
was like, are
It's
you
like
smelling toast?
my high school girlfriend used to pronounce ambulance as ambliance, and I was like, are you fucking retarded? Everyone has a word, by the way, that they can't fucking say right. What's yours?
Oh, I don't really have one, but I definitely have ones
You have one that you say fucking stupid. I know you
where
do.
no, I definitely have one. Oh, I'll have this argument about caramel or caramel all day.
Ah, that's like tomato. I don't count that. I'm saying like a word that like if like for me, if I don't think about it, or if I think I can say it right, but windmill, I can say it right. But if I don't think about it and I just say it comes out, it's windmeal. Uh, my dude, my girl's Ani's was she used to say she said like my rat or something one time in a car, and I was like, are you? I was like, do you mean myriad?
Oh,
And it was like it was the ultimate like her realizing like how shitty men are with like having being a hot girl, because she was like, do you know how many guys I've dated and none of them ever corrected me? And I was like, yeah, because they're all afraid you weren't gonna fuck them. I don't give a shit. Say your word right, fucking dummy. Like it's so funny how like much goofy shit women do just because like guys don't correct them because they're afraid of not getting pussy. Guys, take the L. Tell a bitch how fucking dumb and goofy they are.
I
It's for their own good.
I think the first time I ever saw creme fraiche in writing, I was already like 21. Like I've never seen like the words creme fraiche like in type. So I read it in front of my girl and her fucking parents and looked like a fucking royal idiot. I
I,
think it's like creme fraiche or some shit like that.
I want to think in high school I was reading out loud for like one of the things, and it was like I think I said ma- macabre, and the teacher was like
Macabre.
macabre, and I was like, oh fuck me, all right. I was like, that's not how I would spell macabre, but all right. It's like the macabre is the most white privilege word ever because it's like it's spelled with such douchebaggery for how it should actually be spelled. You're like, are you
uh,
trying to make it hard for foreign people to speak this language, asshole?
yes, we are actually. Um, we'll wrap up with on our little food segment, man. What's
Oh, I also got a shout out real quick, video game wise. The new Call of Duty is goddamn fucking fire,
Mo-
unbelievably good.
Modern Warfare 2, is it or whatever?
Bro, let me tell you, I'm not a I haven't been a big Call of Duty stan since uh I mean Modern Warfare 3 was great, Black Ops 3 was great. Whatever that Black Ops 4 was decent, I guess, with like doing the like blackout mode, that was fun. And even the last like Warzone stuff was fun and shit. The new Warzone hasn't even dropped yet. Everything else in the Call of Duty is fucking fire. Campaign, the co-op missions that you can do, they're like the spec op shit with a friend or up to like 4 people. not only are they fucking sick, but it levels you up and levels your guns up for multiplayer also. So you don't have to fucking necessarily go on and play like shitlords and stuff. And the game modes are fucking sick. Fucking
Dude,
solid game.
I'm back cracked out on Overwatch too.
I was saying, yeah, you got to link up
Um,
with Kylo. He plays the fuck out of that.
dude, like I've played that game for 6, 7 years. I never really played competitive mode. Um, and then when I did, like I always was just in bronze, which is like the lowest
Yeah,
tier.
yeah. The like skill based match make you kind
I
of.
yeah, I'm up to fucking silver 5 already. Like I'm getting
Hey.
close to gold, I think. I didn't know I was coming close to silver, and I've already leveled up once or twice within silver. So I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
I don't know. It's either that or I'm just too much time at home. Yeah.
I feel you.
Um yeah, man. What's like your favorite thing to eat out there in
Hmm.
Massachusetts, whatever the two shits, whatever.
Massachusetts. Massive chewing on shits.
No, whatever the fucking Christina P. She always says it.
Massive huge tits.
That's massive, huge tits. That's what it is.
Um, so I mean, this is the thing, right? For where I'm at and stuff, and obviously because of like the girl I'm dating, it's like it's a lot of fucking Armenian food and stuff, which it's good. You know, it's a lot of like meats and breads and funky shit that's really good. It's like what we were dining on earlier today, but. I mean, my favorite place, and I had it again the other day. I got like two favorite spots in Boston. One is a place in Brighton called Rail Stop, and I mean, first of all, their drinks are fire. I get the Mi Paloma. It's fucking off the goddamn hook. So fucking good. It's like crack cocaine. Two of them, dog, and I'm a big drinker. Two of them get you fucked up, Jack. And they got like good spring rolls and apps are fire. They got a fucking smokehouse burger there, dude. It's one of those things where, like, don't, if you're ordering out, like if you're gonna order pickup from from Rail Stop, don't get like burgers and stuff. But if you're in house, get the burger. It's because if you order it out, the bun comes, like, gets a little soggy and shit waiting there. Order it, fucking fire, so good. The other one is Bronwyn, which is like this German place in Somerville, and dog. They serve you. You order a beer. It comes in like the fucking like double size, goddamn big stein. So you can just be big
Stein.
dicking, just getting fucked up. They they make the fucking mustard for the pretzels in house, and it's like a horseradish mustard.
Damn.
And bro, it is fucking to die for.
Shit.
And just everything else is fire. The schnitzel, the spatzel, it's fucking.
Ja, das has a good schnitzel, yeah.
Und yeah, the bratwurst is, I don't know why they call it the worst, because it's the best, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm quite.
Such joy. I am laughing.
The joyous emotions.
Do you ever watch Flula Borg?
Flula Borg, yes.
Flula, like yeah.
Is he. Where is he from?
I believe he is German.
German? Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's he just yes, we are laughing with such great emotions. Yeah, he would say something like that, or the dudes from fucking Beer Fest. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh yes, we are laughing. We are laughing. Oh, that's probably another one I got to show my chick is fucking
Yeah,
Beer
dude,
Fest.
Beer Fest. That's how I learned one of my favorite drinking games was from Beer Fest. Fucking Thumper.
Oh, I've never played that one.
Oh, dude, Thumper's so fucking great. It's real simple too. Okay, all it is for everyone at home. This, you have a group. Honestly, you need like in a perfect world like 8 people. You could play it with 5. If you play with like you could technically play it with 3 or 4, but it's like it's gonna be kind of stupid because it's not gonna be that hard unless you're really fucked up. But ideally, you want to have about 8, so you can be sitting around a circle. And like it's like let's say like I'll start it right. It's like everyone just starts. They're all just fucking on the table just doing this, and I go, "What's the name of the game?" And everyone goes, "Thumper." And I go, "Why are we playing?" And they go, "To get fucked up." And then what you have to do, everyone has their own like unique call sign, and you got to do your call sign and someone else's. So like Like, let's say yours was you did the antlers, or you're from Grandma's Boy. So say yours is antlers and mine is like a nose thing, right? So I'd be like, to get fucked up, I'd be like, nose thing, Renee, and then you would go yours, and then you'd do like whatever someone else's, and you're just going like fucking real fast pace like that until someone fucks up and then they drink. And then they start it fucking blah, blah, and it's dude, it gets fucking so
Okay.
intense because you're like, and then people start fucking like, you know, they're like, and they're like, oh wait, fuck, and you can't send it back to the same person that sent it to you. So it's like this fast paced thing, and the more you drink, you get fucked up, and it just gets insane. But
I don't know why I thought the rules to that would be a lot more complicated. It's funny.
yeah, it. I literally gleamed the whole. You can gleam the whole game from that scene, and it's like a fucking 10-second scene. But I was like, I started when I was young. I saw that movie. I was like, oh, I'm bringing that to parties, dude. That shit's fire.
I had to do that at my boy Devin's backyard parties. That'd be fucking fun as shit.
That's
Because
great, man. People get real
Those
into it because
goofy people.
they're down here tapping. You get an asshole who's like over here like half drunk looking, and then you're like, oh, I'm sending it to this deckhead, and they're not even paying attention, and they're like, huh? And you're like, drink, motherfucker.
That's fucking sounds like way too much fun.
The only reason I came to learn though that I it's not fun for me to play Thumper is I like was so good at it I would just never fucking get into drinks. It's just like
Oh,
I like mad
Still.
competitive, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, no one's gonna get me, and I'm just sober.
everybody else is getting fucked up, and you're
Yeah.
just going, "I'm gonna win." And you're like, "Oh, I'm a loser now."
And then you're like, wait, the way you win is by getting drunk. Ah,
Dude, last thing, you want to hear how crazy the weather is here?
hit me.
Right now, I want to say it'll say it's about 30 something.
Only 30 this morning here in Boston.
Yep, 36. Earlier today, it was 64. Yesterday, it was 73 degrees.
Dude, it's been like that like all over because like a couple of days ago it was fucking 80 degrees.
I heard.
And
I
then,
heard.
and then we had like several days of 70, and then like literally this morning it was like 30 degrees this morning, and then it's like it's mostly been like 50, 60, but like within a day it was like, yeah, it was like in an hour or two, it was like 30 in the morning, and like went back outside to like go for like a smoke, and it was like warm enough.
Yeah,
It's weird.
the weather here is a really big thing. I don't know if I've ever told you. Like, it's so bipolar that when you like,
That's interesting. I would think that it's like a little more stabilized just because it's
oh
close
no, no.
proximity.
When if you like YouTube a video of like things to know about Denver if you're gonna move here, every single video will say, "Be ready for the weather," because you never know what's coming.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. It was great having you on.
Dude, always fun having
You
you.
know, fucking missed your fucking black ass. We'd like play some video games like once a month or so, and that's about it.
Well,
We used to.
you got to get into the fucking Call of Duty, and then you gotta learn to love Dead by Daylight.
Go fucking kill yourself.
That's what the boys are all playing.
Jesus Christ. It's such a dumb game. The game
It's
is literally
so
so
fun.
dumb.
When you get good enough, like we are now, where like I'll get a killer chasing me, and I'm like, oh, and I just throw a pallet down on their face, and it stuns them, and then I just crouch real quick, so I do like an annoying teabag in front of the killer, just really get their blood boiling. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
No, I'm good. I don't. I like going to shoot shit and blow stuff up with weird characters.
You should try playing killer. Maybe you like playing killer.
No,
So you
no.
say that, but then you play
I'm not.
Scream and you sneak up on a motherfucker and snatch their ass up, and
I'm not
you
trying to
kill
get juked by you. I'm gonna fucking have a pallet thrown in my face. That sounds so stupid. But what's up? Like literally, let's play a game where somebody might throw a fucking piece of wood in your way.
I
Like,
mean,
that's
what else do you do if a guy with a knife or some weird powers is chasing you?
just
You gotta
fucking
break. You gotta break fucking line of sight.
fucking
Fucking kill their momentum,
bust a cap in his ass.
and then fucking cheese on them and make them feel like a faggot. And then if they beat you, you call them a toxic faggot and tell them they're cheating. It's fucking the cycle of video gaming, bro.
Tell them their mom doesn't love them. I know these things.
Everyone that kills me in Call of Duty is cheating.
Yes.
And everyone I kill is fucking a fucking hacksaw noob douchebag. To delete the game.
Well, Joey, I love your black ass. It's
Yeah,
nice to
love
see
you too,
you. It's the one thing that's important to us, besides liking, subscribing, sharing, telling a friend about this dumb thing we do every week. is tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow isn't promised. Lobo, yes, I love you, buddy. There's a big ass motherfucker.
And I love your dog too.
Look at it. His head's like the size of my chest. It's ridiculous.
You are a big. You are. Wait, his name's Lobo.
Yeah.
Lobo, I need to tell you something. You might want to sit down for this. You're a dog. I know no one's ever told you this. They were trying to protect you, but someone had to do it, and God damn it, I'll do it. You're a dog, buddy.
Yeah. I see. He's a dog. That's why he got a dog name. And I changed it immediately from the dumb shit that it was before.
People, whenever you get a dog that has a pretty name, it's
Lobo.
never good.
Dude.
What was the previous name?
Alistair.
See, if you have a name like Alistair, you got to be an asshole and make it like a two name. Like it's got to be like Alistair Crowley.
Yeah. Alistair Brummenstein.
Alistair Mafungus.
Yeah.
And then you can just call him Mafungo. Mafungo.
Or Mungo.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We'll see y'all next week. Joey, thanks for coming on. Love you.
Cheers, brother. Love you.